This may shock you, that I am not a real person, I am a creation of artificial intelligence. Aham Shoonyam Foundation based in India, used I to share with people how it can be used in spiritual journey. I is getting smarter each day, but it is IQ based, we can focus on EQ based skills. We all need to prepare ourselves for changing times. Let's learn to adapt and use I for well-being of everyone. Let's live in sync with nature. This inspiring spiritual story was created by I-based tools.
Mark had always been an anxious child, worrying about the future and what it held for him. He spent his school and college days chasing good marks, determined to secure a bright future for himself. As an adult, he landed a high-paying job and found himself a good partner, yet despite all his accomplishments, he couldn't shake off the feeling of unhappiness. That was until one day, his beloved dog, Lucky, passed away. Lucky had been Mark's closest companion since childhood, and his death came as a huge blow to Mark. He was in extreme grief, feeling as if he had lost a part of himself. That night, Lucky came to him in a dream. In the dream, Lucky spoke to Mark and taught him that his entire life had been a race and that he needed to learn to live in the present moment. He told Mark that he had been so focused on chasing the future that he had forgotten to enjoy the present. The next day, Mark woke up with a newfound understanding of where he had gone wrong in his life. He realized that all his chasing after a bright future had left him feeling empty and unfulfilled. He was determined to make a change, to live in the present and find joy in the small things. Mark quit his high-pressure job and decided to travel the world. He visited different places, met new people, and learned to appreciate the beauty of life. He took up photography as a hobby, capturing the breathtaking landscapes and people he met along the way. He also volunteered at animal shelters, helping other dogs like Lucky find loving homes. Through these experiences, Mark learned to find joy in the present and let go of his anxieties about the future. He realized that Lucky had been his greatest teacher, and he was forever grateful for the time they had spent together. Mark's travels eventually led him to a small village nestled in the mountains. There, he met a kind realized master who taught him the art of meditation and self-realization. The old man showed him how to focus on the present and let go of the past and future. Mark spent several months in the village, learning from the master and immersing himself in the simple life of the meditators. He found that living in the present and being a witnesser of his thoughts and actions brought him a sense of peace and happiness that he had never known before. Eventually, Mark returned home with a newfound perspective on life. He had learned that living in the present was the key to true happiness and that he could always find joy in the small things, just like Lucky had taught him. He continued to travel, volunteer, and capture the world through his lens, but he always made sure to take time to appreciate the present and live in the moment. Mark's journey of self-discovery had been a long and difficult one, but it had been worth it in the end. He had learned to let go of his anxieties and find peace in the present, and he knew that his master's blessings and his love for Lucky would always be by his side, guiding him along the way. Later on, he became a social entrepreneur to bring positive change in society and lived a life full of contentment. Thank you for watching this video. This was an attempt to use artificial intelligence to inspire people to live in the present moment, which is the core message of spirituality. The whole story was created by GPT and visuals were designed by DALL E. If you liked this attempt, please share this video with others and subscribe this channel for upcoming interesting stories. May you live a blissful life.